Well, welcome everybody. I hope everybody's having a great 4th of July. Looking forward to the fireworks that's going to happen tonight. Many places it happened last night, and had a good time watching them in our local neighborhood here. And it was a wonderful thing, and it was patriotic, and you have all the flags, and you have all the people wearing red, white, and blue, and you go, wow, this is great. This is an Independence Day. This is going to be a time when it's great. But I got to tell you, I am more scared right now than I have been in years. I mean, I just feel like this country is slipping away from us. I just keep going back to the beginning words of the founding fathers, where they start everything, the Declaration of Independence, with "We the people." And I think we have forgotten that. We have forgotten about we the people. And so all we do now is we think about me. What is right for me? What am I going to do? Why am I not the most special person in the world? It's we, the people, that should be important. And you take a look at what's going on in our political world today, and you take a look at the choices that we have. I mean, at this precise moment of time, and I just had a moment that probably was like what happened at the debate the other night. But at this precise moment of time, we have two nearly, one of them actually 80 years old, one of them almost 80 years old, trying to be president. I'm 74. I should not be president of the United States. You know why? Because I'm getting too old. I still have my faculties. I feel like I'm still pretty good at doing what I do. But you know what? The amount of pressure that I'm under on a day to day basis is whether or not I'm going to make that next putt, or whether or not that 150-yard shot I have is going to be, wow, is that really going to be that particular club? It used to be that particular club. And for all you people that don't recognize what that means, that is the discussion they had on the debate of a golf, right? And they said old white guys talking about their handicap. By the way, my handicap's never been a 6 or an 8. So what we have today is a serious problem in the country of we the people. And we have a person who has openly stated, I want to be a dictator for that first day. And oh, by the way, we have a Supreme Court that has now made it possible for him to do that. And do we really want to see the Department of Justice going into everybody who has ever been against him? And he's openly stated names of people, names that are recognizable, names that are maybe, slightly, up in the air about whether or not they did right or wrong. There's certainly going to be problems with some of those people, but it is not the right of the president to sit there and force the Department of Justice to go out and do something like that. I mean, how are you going to stop? You go, the only person that has immunity for any of this stuff, based on what I read of the Supreme Court, is the president. So if the president tells someone to go out and do something, well, if that person goes out and does it, he's not doing it with the due process of the law. He's following the order of the president. The only person who's immune is the president. The person actually performing the act might be found guilty. The president's not going to be found guilty, and it would take years for that to work itself out. You know what? Who does that now? Putin does that now. That's who does that now. Chairman Xi does that now in China. That guy in North Korea, I think he does that now. Nobody knows what he does. So what are we doing? This is crazy talk that we have here. We have to get back to the basics. The basics are we the people. Now, What I'm not trying to say is, okay, I'm not a fan of that guy, obviously. Well, I'm not a real fan of the other guy either. But I do think that a open and fair discussion, an open and fair debate where people actually bring up facts that they can support, not just generalities, not just as the people say that there were 30 lies told, 30 lies on one side, and a bumbling, stumbling old man on the other. I don't know what the right answer is, but here's what I do know. There's one side of this election that is absolutely unsupportable. A convicted felon, regardless of what happens after the Supreme Court, he is still a convicted felon. There ought to be an amendment made to the Constitution that says if you're a convicted felon, you are not eligible to run for the House of Representatives, the U.S. Senate, or the presidency. Seems to be a fairly easy cut point. Don't know what else to say. I hope you all enjoy this. Please go out there and sign up and subscribe and do whatever, or let me know that I am full of crap. But I'll tell you one thing that I am. I'm a little bit upset right now. And I'm really frustrated at the way this country is going. And I am really scared. I am honestly scared of what this means for my kid and what's going to be there when I'm gone 20 years from now. God help, 30 years from now, when I'm gone. And what type of thing have we left them? I am just really scared.